It was a dark and stormy day outside the plane, so much so that the runway was flooded and you could literally see water rippling. Talk about flash flooding. I read in an article recently that people have been complaining to Singapore Airlines about decreasing portion sizes, and I can see it here. They think that their cute packaging can deceive me, but I can taste this pad thai with undernotes of shrinkflation. Thankfully it tasted pretty good, although little did I know how much pad thai I would be eating in the coming week. The other saving grace was this pudding, and the fact that they brought me more food because I was hungry. Thanks. I can't be the only person who thinks that plane food is not as bad as everyone makes it out to be, right? We arrived at the hotel, which was playing some generic but soothing elevator music in the lobby. Most of the first day was spent doing recon, i.e. going to the grocery store and finding vegetarian places to eat. While Thailand isn't the worst place to find vegan food, we were pretty far from the city center of Bangkok, and so options were, for lack of a better word, limited. Thankfully we found an Indian restaurant which had the best tandoor naan I have ever eaten, and we definitely returned to multiple times after. Aloo gobi, my precious. Alright, might I add, the Thai love spicy food, so like everything was spicy. Not that I'm complaining. Then on our way home, we stopped by a roadside fruit vendor. There was a sign that said 20 Thai baht, so we assumed it was 20 baht per mango and bought two. The guy only charged us 10 baht, and it turns out that it was 20 baht for a kilogram of mangoes. For reference, 20 Thai baht is about $0.8, and these mangoes were good. Unfortunately, I am hopeless at cutting them. The day before at the grocery store, we found some donut twists, which I had to Google Translate to find out were vegan, so I had those for breakfast along with some oat milk. See the little note that says shake me? Watch me blissfully ignore it and then wonder why my oat milk is watery? Lunch was some fried rice, I think, with some spring rolls that were kind of soggy and a bunch of fruit. Whatever it was pretty good. That night I was determined to get a shot of myself going to bed. I swear I took the same video at least 5 times. Oops, there goes my phone again. Something I've noticed is that there are a lot of cats here. It's gotten to the point that it's a bit sad. I realized that I never told you why we're in Bangkok. Well, I'm here for a figure skating seminar and competition. We found this vegan cafe called Veganerie. The atmosphere in here was really cute and aesthetic, but for the entire evening we were the only ones there, making me wonder how they were able to stay in business. Since we didn't have to worry about whether the food was vegetarian, I wanted to try some of the local curries, or more specifically, massaman curry. I had some really good Thai curries in San Diego, and now I am in love. I have completely forgotten what noodle we got, but it was good, and of course we got spring rolls. Back to massaman curry, it's usually made with potatoes, carrots, and onion, and this one substituted meat for lion's mane mushroom. Being in the area of Bangkok we were, the one thing we could not miss was chaktuchak weekend market. Thankfully on the day we went it was crowded, but not too crowded. I was grateful for the ability to move. Honestly, chaktuchak had so many things going on, it was overwhelming. I was completely and utterly whelmed. But we did try our hands at bargaining, which is a must, as the vendors are often willing to reduce prices after some haggling. It was a fun experience, and there was this one place selling vegetarian curry paste, so we had to bring some home to make. Another must was getting lunch there, and thankfully there was a vegan place, which made us a kind of small plate of glass noodles that were so peppery. We also got a mango juice, if you could call it juice. It was more like a slushy. It was definitely made from real mango though. But of all the things we got at the market, this one might just take the cake. So many places were selling coconut ice cream that happened to be dairy-free, as they used coconut milk instead. It was 50 baht, about $2, and came in a mini coconut husk with 2 toppings. This ice cream was next level. It was sweet but a little salted too, and the coconut husk still had coconut flesh on it that we scraped off and ate with ice cream. As you can tell, I really liked the ice cream. The other must when going to Thailand is of course mango sticky rice. I made the mistake of trying to bargain with the vendor here because I think the general consensus is that the food prices are fixed. That was embarrassing. McDonald's in Thailand, unsurprisingly, has a different selection of foods, so I wanted to try this pineapple pie, which smells really good. Unfortunately, it ended there. The pie was so sweet. Actually, in retrospect, I found much of the packaged food in Thailand to be excessively sweet, including this bubble tea that I got for $1. This is insanely cheap. I had to put the sweetness level to 25% to be able to drink it. That's how sweet the concentrate was. Still, this mango green tea was delicious. Thai public transport is actually very good. The train system is pretty fast, and though not super extensive, efficient. I had to get a little rabbit train card, and then all you have to do is just tap on. We took the train to another vegan restaurant. This place had probably the best massaman curry I have ever eaten. No, I will not stop going on about massaman curry. No, I am not sorry. We also got more pad thai and more spring rolls. Portion sizes were really great. Another mall we headed to on a different day was called Terminal 21. I loved the concept of this mall. Every floor was styled after a different city and had its own decor and atmosphere. To some extent, even the shops matched the theme. We headed to the food court to get a pretty cheap lunch where, guess what I got? More masamang curry. I'm so unoriginal. On this day, I discovered my undying love for the Southeast Asian dessert that is called red ruby. It is shaved ice topped with jelly-covered water chestnut syrup and coconut milk. What's not to love? All of a sudden, it was the last day. You will realize that I said nothing about my competition and that is because we do not talk about that. I definitely did not trip over doing steps. Shh. And then we're having our last look at Thailand before we were flying back home again.